Hello again. This is an issue. Is your friend? Yeah. This is a thing that I need to figure out how to do. How to set up. I think I know have an idea for how to do stuff that I want, but it's background stuff where, yeah, I don't really want to bother you. Just don't have my mic source on my starting suit. I didn't, and for reasons now I do. So that is a thing that I need to figure out. Anyway, hi. I had a bit of an impromptu stream yesterday, and now we are going to be playing Scion again. We are going to go back to Scion. It's a different campaign, but it is the same system, and I am so excited for you to watch along, which means I am going to introduce my fellow players in a moment. Let me bring them up now. Hello!
Hello.
Hello. Is mine on?
Let me see. You did show me the link very often.
Testing. Is this on?
Keysrith, yes. Machinho, yes.
1 2 1 2 test.
Oh, Red Ghost is red.
Yeah.
I wanted to shake things up.
Do I have the wrong link for Alvarans, or do I just not have the link proper just yet?
I think you either set it up or something. Because mine's on and captioning.
There we go.
There it goes.
And then we have Robo Pirates is.
Yes. Hello.
There we go. That should work. But hello, everybody. For those who don't yet know you, if you'd like to tell a little bit about yourself, or just your vibe, or just hi, I would like to give you the opportunity to do so. We have Alvarans, which is a familiar face here.
Yeah. Something like that. I know either in the community, things along those lines, I mostly lurk. But yeah, not doing much at the moment. So just chilling, telling stories.
Yeah, and we have Geestrith.
Hello.
We have Michinho.
Hello. People here don't know me. I'm a good friend of Alvarance's. That's why I'm here. I do things. I'm usually playing Final Fantasy 14 because I have no life, and talking about cats because I have no life.
Oh my god, same.
Big mood.
Very familiar.
Michi also drew her icon for.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I drew my icon. It's got very energy.
It's got very nyehe energy. Sun says they're cute kitties, and it's a cute icon.
Thank you.
Yeah. Which immediately prompts ideas of Skeletor and or Papyrus. Which brings us to Red Ghost.
Howdy, how you doing? I don't do anything on the internet. What if I could?
Until now!
Oh my god, same.
I'm here to have a lot of fun and just cause a mess.
Sounds fair. And then we also have Robo Pirates.
Hello. I'm RoboPirate, a participant in the hit internet podcast Zelda themed D&D Hyrule Chronicles with over 100 episodes.
Oh my god, same.
What?
Who knew?
Same.
Oh my god. Big fan. Can I get your autograph after this?
I mean, it's a bit of a long distance.
Yeah, I was wondering about postage.
Beans. You can fax it.
Isn't it the longest running Zelda themed D&D podcast?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Don't get too famous. We'll get
Yeah,
sued.
yeah, that's kind of the risk here.
I apologize.
No, it's okay.
Technically, I think Artie would be the one to get sued, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
we would rather he didn't get sued. Please do
but
not get
possibly
him sued.
also me because I stream it as
Yeah.
well.
I was about to say Nether as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if there is, in moments of high emotion, whether that's joy or whatnot, there's some echo from some people. That's because 3 of us are in the same house.
This is correct.
Yeah.
But
We
yeah.
live together.
Okay. I'm going to
I'm sleepy.
figure something out. What do I want to pick? What sounds good?
Question.
Maybe this one?
Also, I
Oh.
should see who's all in the stream currently so I can say hello.
Yeah.
I gotta
believe
turn that down.
Sunbury and we have Elverins at least in chat.
Hi, son.
Captions is getting better, but still not great.
Captions is going to do what Captions does.
Yeah.
I like that if we get famous, we get food.
Oh.
Oh,
My caption.
now I need to get famous.
I like
All
how
right.
instead of saying hi, son, it's hi, son, you are now my child.
Yes,
Hello,
that is.
child.
Thing is, if I
Sunbury is
tell
now my
web
child.
captioner to substitute son for son,
I like that mine has just a big blank space where I've been laughing.
Sim.
yes, that happens.
Oh,
All right.
Yes, that's Sim.
Is everybody ready?
Sunbury, you're my child. Now I must go to the store to get milk and never return.
Oh boy.
No.
But that's not a game.
Yeah,
Let's
We were.
go.
Everybody ready?
think so.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
Welcome.
1 second. There we go.
Okay.
I'm good.
You sure?
Yep.
I got time.
Positive.
Just had to readjust.
Alright. Welcome to the world of Scion. A world that is like ours on the surface, but is different in the sense that myth has a stronger foothold, so to speak. Certain things, such as denizens of myth, kitsune, satyrs, other types of creatures, may walk among us, but are mostly what's the word I'm looking for? Mostly hidden or taken time to themselves, either through previous forms of persecution or just to kind of keep their own lives pretty chill and, you know, keeping their lives to themselves. Why are you asking? Are you a Fed?
To be fair, there are feds in Brussels.
How
There's
dare.
Feds everywhere.
Oh boy.
Their police is called the Federalen.
We're
Oh
not safe
no.
anywhere.
But in this particular aspect, we go over to Brussels, where we have our band of individuals who will be brought together by a cosmic force known as fate. Because fate, while it does pull on the strings and make people go towards certain aspects, loves nothing more than a good story. And so, I'm just gonna We're going to see what this does.
Oh, I apologize. That was my phone.
And so, we'll go ahead and start with Red Ghost.
Oh.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about who you will be playing for our story?
So I will be playing Cardin Holloway, who is, I believe, one of 3 foreigners in the group. Right. Cardin is a private investigator who usually gets into more trouble than he should. He also lacks respect for authority because he believes they don't need it. And he has a lot of good ideas that don't always pan out great. That's about all I got.
Appearance? Anything along those lines?
Cardin is African American. Bit of a slim build. He's a bit of a squirrely guy. He doesn't like to be caught or seen. He sneaks around a lot. He skulks. There's really no other way to say it.
All right. And what are you doing on this fine, modern Brussels morning, Cardin?
Oh, I'm on the spot. Oh no.
Yeah?
What day is it?
That's a good question.
That's important for my
fuck.
character.
Okay.
I would suggest a Friday or a Saturday for reasons.
Do you mean like a date, or like a day of the week?
Is it a Monday or a Tuesday or?
Okay.
I don't care about the date.
Fuck it. You
It is
see,
the-
I got 2 options, so. Oh.
It is the 27th of June, here in the 4th
Alright,
year of
it's a
our
Friday.
Lord.
Friday, okay.
So it is a fine Friday in Brussels. I don't know what the weather's usually like in Brussels, so.
They catch
It's
a lot
raining Brussels
of
sprouts.
they catch a lot of rain, but it's mostly a is the word temperate?
Temperate's good.
I need the wind chill on outside. Not really.
It's a mild sea climate.
Okay. So not unlike Olympia, for those of you that might have been there. Goes.
All right.
I cannot say.
Yeah, I got you. Well, no, in Cardin, this is probably his second day of no sleep. So I'm gonna say he's getting caffeine.
Okay. Is there anywhere that you'd like to get caffeine at?
I believe that one of our other players owns a coffee shop of sorts.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to go there, but with that being said, that is a phenomenal segue over to Nether.
Hello. So the proprietor of the bookstore / cafe
I was
is
thinking it was a bookstore, not a cafe.
Oh,
there's a cafe within the bookstore, but it is not the primary function of the establishment, as it were. But the proprietor of bookstore / cafe, I believe we called it the Midnight Nook,
We sure did.
this is a good one.
is to anyone that knows him and to anyone that checks the little badge he's wearing that pleasantly says, "Hello, my name is Cass." CAS. And my captions is making a mess of it as usual. But Cass is a relatively tall, around 6'1", masculine figure, with short-ish dark hair with a streak of purple through it. Sometimes when you look in his eyes, you can see starlight. He is at the moment tending to some leftover cups, mugs on one of the tables, as he quickly cleans up, brings the books that have been read back to the for this part of the shop, the communal bookcase, and sees that there's someone walking in. And Kaz smiles and says, welcome, good to see you. Welcome to the Midnight Nook. What would you like to have?
Just the strongest espresso you can give me, please.
Triple espresso? Yes, coming right away.
What are you legally allowed to serve?
Just out of curiosity, as a brief aside, I know that you are here. I know the stuff's not on the map there, but just for our benefit, and maybe if we pick out the map occasionally, where would you like to put the Midnight Nook?
Ooh.
Can we
Good question, because
we can.
I think if I look at this, close by the central station, probably near Musée Royal des Beaux-Arts de Belgique.
Okay, so if I do that.
And let me set up.
I've got
something.
text.
Getting our first name location, y'all.
We've unlocked something on our mini map.
Yeah.
Man.
That's
And these
travel point.
tutorials take
Why did
forever to get
excellent-
through.
Okay. I would like to make this. There we go.
Now we just need to discover 3 more locations before we can get the paraglider.
Right,
Oh my
that is very
goodness.
important.
I'm going to have that update drawing.
And meanwhile, I am going to set up some stuff so that people can watch along. But
Yeah.
I have to take a little bit of time.
Well, text color. What would be a good thing that's not going to stand out? Or make it, would pink work? Oh no, that's an ugly pink. All right, but no. While I'm working on this,
Mhm.
you're getting espresso. Is there anything else that Cass is up to at the moment, or is it just you guys are going to keep it relatively casual for the moment?
For the time being, yes.
Okay.
So in that case, Cass will eventually get to Carden with a cup of steaming coffee. Please be careful. Coffee is hot.
You know, given my history, I appreciate the warning. Carden is going to give it a soft blow before he just tests it, and as it burns him, he doesn't want to show that he didn't wait long enough, so he just takes a full sip.
I know that feel. Ouch.
Mm-hmm. Gonna be feeling that the rest of the day.
Mhm.
Okay.
Also, forgive my ignorance, but are these lines along the city, are those train lines?
No, they shouldn't be.
Aren't they just zones?
They should be just zones.
Yeah.
The blue and purple
One
lines,
that's
yeah, that's just uptown and downtown, pretty much.
Okay. Now I just got to figure out which one has higher tier weed.
Oh my goodness.
But as you guys are having coffee, maybe light conversation, given the exhaustion of someone, Jody,
Oh no.
what are you up to? Jody needs different music, though. I know,
no.
Yeah,
Jody.
probably.
Uh-oh. I sense a
You know-
tone
I know what
shift coming.
Ooh.
All right, we'll see what that does for us.
Yeah,
How does that look to you guys?
so yeah,
Oh,
that's what it was.
As in the title of the music? When you ask them how does that
No,
look to us?
the text.
Oh, that's very visible, yeah.
All right, cool. Because I am having difficulty with things right now. Cool. All right, continue. Sorry.
Jody is probably skipping school. Uh,
Oh no.
not for the first time. At least for the morning, because they just can't be asked to go in. Maybe
Mood.
they'll pop in after lunch. Who knows? Anyway, Jody with an I. McKenna is a non-binary 17-year-old. They're very pale and have white hair that's shaved on one side and blue eyes. They typically wear a jacket that has the sleeves ripped off because they think it looks cool.
Leaves are indeed bullshit.
Yeah. And I couldn't put it on the image because Hero Forge doesn't have particularly detailed tattoos, but they're tattooed down the left arm that shows a tower block being crushed by vines that sort of trail down onto their forearm with a bunch of purple flowers growing. And they have a couple of scars on their other arm. And they've built somewhere between a gymnast and runner and they're about like middling height for their age.
Alright.
And
You said
they
that
are described by many people as troubled.
oh.
So what is this troubled youth up to whilst skipping school?
Wandering around, probably almost trespassing somewhere.
Almost trespassing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no. Loitering.
Yeah, loitering.
So almost loitering. You have to be on there to loiter.
They're just kind of looking
The
for an
worst of
excuse.
crimes.
They're just kind of wandering around looking for an excuse to not go to school and not finding one and being very disappointed about it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. With that in mind, as it's a relatively easy and relaxing morning, all things considered, we'll see what the others are up to and move on from there. Okay, here we go. 50-50 shot. Robo Pirate.
So I am playing the character Andre Miller. Andre came from America quite a few years ago. Originally in his life, he worked as a firefighter, but due to a terrible accident, he was forced into retirement. He doesn't really believe he needed to, but finding himself without purpose, he ended up becoming the director of an orphanage, probably nowhere near the actual main city because land's expensive. Appearance-wise, he is massive, incredibly tall, rippling with muscle, would just kind of terrifying at a glance, but very gentle in person. And upon this fair morning, depending on the time of day, he would either be assisting the other staff in getting the kids up and ready to go to school, and beyond that, patrolling the orphanage and doing some repairs of, like, fixing up beds or repairing cupboards, just handiwork. Maybe some
Yeah.
gardening.
Fair enough. Very simple in the day. Honest work is good work. And then we'll go over to our last character for the day, Michi, if you wouldn't mind.
Of course. Walking down the paved streets or sidewalks, one would find a uh, willowy figure of a woman, long, uh, dark black hair, maybe like a bluish black hair billowing behind her, sunglasses on, uh, one of those wide brimmed round hats. Her style of dress would stand out a bit. She dresses a bit smartly, but also slightly eccentric. A lot of jewelry on, like rings on her fingers, necklace. She would have crystals and whatnot, uh, with, nice high heels, so you could definitely hear her coming. Um, just as normal Vega walking down the street with a very large dog by her side, where a giant Irish wolfhound looks very intimidating. This very inky black coloring that has a wonderful harness vest that has a patch on it. That says "Hello, I'm friendly," with a smiley face patch
Aw.
sewn on it. And as she is going about her morning, she's just giving a small nod and greeting as people seem to not seem to slightly say hello to her, but more say hello to her dog. Tend to call him Donnie, though his name is Donovan. So she's just making her routine morning walk, possibly heading towards the Midnight Nook to go and check if a book order is in for what she is looking for. Perhaps going to a dog park nearby, just, wherever life seems to take her this morning.
I was thinking saying hi to the dog rather than you. It seems fairly normal for interactions, really.
All right.
Why would you talk to a dog's owner when there's a dog right there?
Exactly. Some dog owners are very nice.
Yeah, but the dog is right there.
Some people
I am
will
okay
just
with this
ask
logic.
the dog questions like, "What's your name?" "Oh, his name is Fido." "How old are you?" I have seen it happen.
Well,
That's
as
fair.
two of you are wandering, I could see, either in various reasons, Jody noticing a large dog with a "Hi, I'm friendly" sticker or patch, rather. If Jody wanted to do anything about that.
If you notice Jody walking in your direction, you might see a brief expression of "Oh my god, dog!" and then they just try and control their face and go, "No, I'm cool. I'm a cool person. I don't do that."
Meanwhile, Donovan ears perk up as they go and they sniff and start trotting towards Jody. And Vega just allows him to lead the way as he starts pulling her along, gently pulling her along. And then he starts sniffing and nuzzling against Jody's hand as if saying, "Pet me, pet me."
It's like, okay, fine. Pretending that they're not yes, pet dog.
Definitely too cool for this.
Give the dog scratch around the ears
Well, it seems like he's made a new friend.
I bet he does that with everyone.
Not everyone, only people that he seems to consider good spirit.
Jodo just blink at you a couple times, go, "Ever been wrong?"
I don't think I've ever been wrong yet. I do trust him quite a bit.
Well, there's the first time for everything. And then I will try to continue walking past.
Yeah, well,
I was gonna say, Vega could just slyly try to link her arm around Jody's and just be like, "Would you like to join me for my morning walk? That you can take hold of his leash if you'd like."
I'm not really a touchy person.
ooh.
No offense.
Okay, I was simply giving you the offer. But if you wish to be on your own, I'm sure that we will cross paths again in the future.
Right. This isn't the weirdest thing that's happened to Jody recently, so they just kind of back away a bit and go, enjoy your walk.
You too, dear. Make sure you get back to school in time.
I'm already late. And, and then Jody will increase their pace. And be
I
like,
do
maybe
not-
maybe I should go to school. Today's getting weird.
I do not recall if we decided if Donnie talks. I know I lean towards it because of ease and funny things, but this is your character's follower, so
I don't know if we decided or not. I think that he wouldn't talk to just anybody.
right. I'm not trying to imply that.
Yeah.
Okay, but if that is indeed the case, Jody,
Uh-huh.
would you kindly make for me
Rolls.
the first roll of the game,
Oh my god.
Yay!
a cunning subterfuge check? Real quick.
Subterfuge.
Yes.
Cunning. Subterfuge. Do I get the bonus from my stealth?
This is not stealth.
Okay.
This is overhearing something.
Roll.
2 successes is more or less what I was aiming for. As you kind of walk away, knowing that there was no one else near Vega except for yourself and the dog, you kind of hear a deep rumble that goes, "I understand you kind of got your thing going on, but we should probably ask next time before touching people."
Oh, I know. But they really seem that they could use a friend.
Right, and I'm not saying that you couldn't. And as they kind of just continue on their walk,
Jody's
it
probably
fades
too far
out.
away by now. Yeah.
Mhm.
And it just looks over the show like, what?
Alright. But yes, as we'll go through with some of the varying individuals. So there is a moment. Andre, we'll go to you first.
Okay.
As it begins getting close to early afternoon, one of the other individuals who helps you around, not one of the older kids, but one of the adults, like younger adult type thing, probably.
Oh yeah, the
early
kids should be in
20s.
school.
Yeah.
As it reaches early mid afternoon, kind of goes. I don't know why, and I'm not entirely sure. As they're kind of trying to keep their voice low as they kind of bring you over to not disturb some of the younger children or children who may not be feeling well. There's oh gosh, Ronan. We got a call just now. It's been skipping class and has been hanging around a place. It's called Sirens. It's in the middle of downtown. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it's probably not open at the moment, and I don't think that they'd let him in. But if you wanted to sit there and go take a look around tonight or early this evening, see what's kind of going on.
You say sirens.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Andre will pull out his phone and Google it.
Okay. Well, what type of information are you looking for about sirens?
What is it?
It's a dance club built inside a converted warehouse, and it stands alone on its blocks. On its block, or equivalent thereof, because I forget we're in Europe.
And how old was this boy?
He's 16, 17, kind of old enough to be like, I can probably lie and get my way in here if I'm doing things right, but
And what
he's still
time?
there, needs to put responsibility.
And what time does it open?
Doors open at about 5 p.m.
Okay. Andre's eyes will narrow. He'll nod his head and say, "I'll take care of it."
Just thank you, Andre. And they kind of smile softly.
Oh, welcome.
Carden, as you are sitting in the Midnight Nook, there is an email that says, "Hey there, darling. Just wanted to make sure that you knew that your target's going to be over at Sirens tonight. And here's the address for you. They probably arrive an hour or so after opening."
Okay. I'm gonna send the confirmation. Yep, got it. On my way there now. He did forget. Hey, can I get one of these to go?
Yes.
Cass is looking over at the cup, and I could remake it for you if you want to take it to go.
Yeah, that'll work.
Just a second. And Cass will return in a couple minutes with a to-go cup. And when he brings the drink, he will say, "Now, if you bring your own cup, it is cheaper."
Huh. Alright, noted.
We try and not use single-use cups too much.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. He's gonna put money down on the table and just rush out the door.
As you rush out of the door, there is a older gentleman, probably like old enough to have white in his hair, more often a little hunched over. Kind of sees you rushing forward and is the one to kind of turn off to let you go forward. And walks in. Cass, you recognize this as one of the members of the
Friends?
Midnight Star. Yeah, Friends of the Midnight Star.
Yeah.
And I would presume, I'm not going to say which one. I'll let Cass pick that one, but I presume you guys would speak the same Slavic root language.
Mm-hmm.
And in that language, he just goes, "Americans, eh?"
Here's what it is. They
Yes.
And I glance over to the table to see what Carden had put down. They pay well, and I start putting the money in a little side pouch.
That they do, and they are very helpful with some of our history. Look, some of us need an extra pair of eyes at the club tonight. Are you available? please tell me you're available.
This club? And you can
Yes.
tell that Kaz is uncomfortable. He is not a club person.
It's fine. Trust me. I will bring look. See, I knew it was going to happen, and he like kind of pats his pockets down and pulls out like some of the helpful noise counseling earbuds, not like the foam earbuds type of thing to help with noise management. And he goes, "Look,
There's
see,
an
we have
immediate
one thing
hand
that
on
brings
the
us here."
temples. What is
I
this
know,
for
I know.
anyway?
Ah, There's
Do we need to talk somewhere else?
no, here's it kind of takes a look around looking at it and goes, no, here's fine. Honestly, they didn't tell me too much kind of going on.
Mhm.
They merely said to since you know the city the best, at the moment, or at least you are the one that were most available, either from deigning things in stars or what have you. I'm not entirely sure what they said. They stopped paying attention after I got my instructions. But they told us that to keep an eye out, either looking for individuals that might be a bit off, I guess would probably be the best one.
I see. That's very vague.
I am not the one that sits here and makes these predictions. But
Yes, I understand. Are you sure you do not have anyone else?
not tonight. Everyone else is busy doing friend things and keeping an eye out on other places, either through town or in nearby places.
I guess it's going to be an early closing today.
Sure. Alright.
And I grab the foam earplugs. Look
Thank
at them.
you, Cast. I'll tell you what,
I have better quality ones. I will bring my own.
Alright. Well, you can't blame me for thinking about it.
I appreciate the gesture.
And then it kind of like the topic shifts over to you know, my spouse will be making a borscht this weekend if you'd like to come over and have some.
That
And like it kind of turns into a more friendly, not so business conversation.
That sounds lovely. It has been many years since I've had borscht. Proper borscht.
Excellent. We'll get you. You are in. We'll get you. We'll get you well fed. And he kind of sets up the stuff, talking to you about that one. But as fate would ordain, you have the space over to Sirens.
And as the friend leaves, Gas just rubs his forehead. It's like, why did I say that?
Whether it is your own feet going through the evening, or whether it is something that you had planned beforehand, either to meet somebody or just to see what kind of trouble you could get into. Vega and Jody also eventually make their way over to Sirens. I meant to do this earlier, but I neglected to do that. For those of you that might be watching or aren't familiar with it, we do have a thing of the Midnight Nook. We just didn't spend much time there.
Books.
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 What is this? A place for nerds?
It is a place for
Yes,
nerds.
very much so.
Oh no, I drank nerd coffee. At least it was good.
Nerds know how to make coffee. Well, some. Not all.
No, I do not.
I
like
personally do not.
Never
I've just
made
read
it
a
to
book.
class.
SMH my
that was-
How dare you stop playing Jodie's theme music early?
that. I was going to try to find something more fitting for the club itself, but I don't have anything for it. So I might just go back to Katie's.
I mean, it's good music.
It is. We'll go to the next track. But as everyone at varying times arrives over at Sirens.
Oh man, it's like a whole thing.
Right?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Tailspire is very helpful.
Yep.
This is the
Oh,
nightclub
yeah.
slab using some of the cyberpunk assets.
Yep.
Nice.
I've edited some things. We can't really see it, but there is a door over in the north in addition to one over in the south.
Would I be safe in assuming that these purple things are lights?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
I want you to know that my dog is very sad that he wasn't allowed to come.
Why wouldn't he be
Hmm.
allowed to come?
They said only service animals were allowed.
No, they didn't.
Oh shit.
Oh, good count.
Making some assumptions here, homie.
Halfway there, Vega just realizes, oh man, gotta let him out of the house.
Donnie's already there, like, what? Alright. But yeah, okay. So, what we're going to do is I need to figure out how many of these guys are there. But as you kind of arrive over to it, as previously mentioned, it is a dance club. It's the only building in the major surrounding space. You see a pair of bouncers at both doors. So if Jody was planning on sneaking in through the back, you do see a pair of bouncers over there. They are checking IDs and ensuring no one else brings weapons into the club. Alright. Who would like to arrive first?
Me.
Alright, Jody. So you approach. Go ahead and make... You know what? We'll make it another cunning subterfuge check. And you're kind of taking a look at things.
Yeah. Cunning and subterfuge. 1.
Okay.
Use momentum for that?
Should I?
It's what it's there for.
1 momentum is how many dice?
1 dice. Unless you're doing something virtuous.
I don't think
can use
this
as many as you
counts.
Yeah, this is not virtuous. I'll roll 2 dice.
There you go.
That's a
There
success.
we
Two
go, it's an
successes.
extra success.
Alright. With 2 successes, you do notice as one of the people in front of you, who does kind of get a pat down, the guy stops for a moment, registers kind of what's going on, and then goes ahead and lets them through. You figure, with your particular background, that while weapons are contraband, drugs are okay.
Okay.
And then with that in mind,
Hence
as
why
things
I agreed to come with these idiots.
as you kind of approach the bouncers, I do have to ask, and I'm pretty sure I already know the answer, is Jody wearing weapons?
No.
Alright. Excellent. So yeah, you are put in and put through. You see a decent amount of people already here, even though it's kind of getting to the beginning. I will say, time of year wise, it's probably early to mid spring, so it is a little chilly. But there are a lot of people here as it's kind of already getting dark.
That's fine.
Just
Jody,
inside-
dress with the weather.
Yeah. Just inside the entrance is a coat check area, which is cordoned off by another set of doors if you'd like to.
Just walk straight past it
Mhm.
and
Okay.
had to find the idiots that invited me here.
All right. Excellent. I'll sit there and take a look at that in a moment.
After going to the bar and getting an orange juice. Jody
There
is
is
not going to drink alcohol.
perfectly fine. There is a moment where it's kind of like the bartender raises an eyebrow but goes, "You know what? I'm not paid to ask. Here you go," and gives you the orange juice.
I bet there
Actually,
are more
with
people
Jody-
here drinking non-alcoholic beverages.
Would Jody like it in a bottle or a cup?
I'll just have it in a bowl.
Okay.
Easy to
You've
cover.
gained a weapon.
Yeah. I will go find the idiots.
Alright. Okay. While you are looking for that, who would like to come up next?
Andre could go in. So Andre wasn't planning to go alone. He was going to go visit Cass and ask for assistance in finding this child. Just in case the club was big and, it's hard to find people in a club when there's so many people packed all around.
Immediate reaction is, I am very sorry, but I have plans tonight. And it's very obvious that those plans are not something that Kaz is excited about.
Andre will kind of nod and say, "That's a shame. What are you doing?"
I thinking of something to say and not really I'm not going to say that a community of people that I am deeply tied to has a mission for me, so Cass will just go and say, I have plans to meet friends at a club. The Scion. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Oh, that's the one I'm going to go look for this kid at.
Ah. Well,
Andre will just immediately leap into action and just pull out his phone, get a picture up of the kid saying, "This is the one I'm looking for. If you see him, okay, let me know."
I suppose, yes. I mean, we can go there together. I have not really arranged any sort of transport before, so...
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Right.
So the pair of them will head there together.
Okay. Andre, because you're specifically looking out for ne'er-do-well activities, why don't you go ahead and also make for me a cunning subterfuge check? Or a cunning mental check, or not a cunning a subterfuge mental check, I should say. I gotta get better about that.
So I roll subterfuge plus any of my mental traits?
Correct.
Well, let's go with the only one that has good stats. There. Roll. 2 successes.
With 2 successes, there is the moment of disappointment where you see, again, another bouncer, maybe even one of the at the other entrance, pause and then kind of register as you kind of go, "Oh, yeah, no, that's probably drugs."
And he just pouts a little bit and is just thinking, yeah, definitely going to take the kid away from this place quickly. Also, additionally, do I see him outside anywhere?
No. Currently you do not. But as you head inside, the important question is, do Andre or Cass have weapons?
No. Andre is currently wearing shorts and a Hawaiian t-shirt and sandals.
Cass is wearing a turtleneck sweater. Did not forget to take off his apron. But jeans and nice shoes, but otherwise, besides his everyday carry things like wallet and maybe a roll of mint, like peppermint. he doesn't really have anything on his person.
So I wasn't imagining you having mint. I was imagining like mint, the plant, just in your pocket.
There may be a couple of leaves.
Yeah, no, that gets noticed. That is the point where it's just kind of like, yeah, all right, cool, I get you. And you just get waved in, completely misunderstanding what's going on by the bouncer.
I feel so embarrassed.
But you guys make it
I
in.
swear it's oregano.
It's not. It's for
mint.
tea.
Okay. Mostly because it's funny, not because I want to have Michi be the last again. Mostly because it's funny. Carden, after driving and trying to figure out where it is on such little sleep, you do see Cass walk into the club.
But looks at the finished coffee cup. I don't know if I need more or less.
As you get ready to go inside, I'm going to ask an important question. Is
Okay.
Carden carrying a weapon?
Well, I see them patting people down, so probably not.
Okay. So you leave anything that's in there in the vehicle.
Yep.
Okay, good
Sadly.
to know. And Vega, as your
Yes.
wanderings eventually bring you to this club, I would like for you to make me a mental occult check.
That I can do. Let me see. I have to remember how I do this. Do I click on each of them and like pick roll?
This is different, so you go ahead and click one, and then it'll ask for an attribute or a skill, depending on which one that you clicked. No, not the check marks, just the word. Click the word. And so you can pick intellect, cunning, or resolve, because I said mental.
I see what you mean. Give me 1 second. All right.
With 3 successes, it's easy enough. As you begin to approach, you don't really notice a lot of the people. People come, people go, people like the things that they do. You look upwards, and around the area, you see 2 things that come to mind. What you see is, funny enough, over sirens, there isn't a siren to be seen. You see a visage of a dragon kind of hanging over one of the entrances. That's curled around, or with a monkey hanging off his horn, that's curled around what could only be described as a grim, as in one of the grim dogs.
Well, now that's not something you see every day. So, which Vega, of course, has Donovan with her. And by the way, she's changed from earlier in the day because it got chillier, so she's got on like this big, long faux leather jacket, for reference, with big stomper goth boots, and Donovan, along with his harness, he's got a spiked collar on to make him look cool, with a little bow tie for some dapper flair. And so she turns to just start striding towards sirens, not a care for the long ass line that's probably waiting to get in.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question here.
Can I
Are
ask
you having... Go ahead.
Do you have any weapons on you?
It is not.
Oh.
Are you using Donovan, as is Michi the player, using Donovan to intimidate, to get the bouncers to let them in so they're not stopped by the line.
I mean, would he be considered a weapon in that case?
He is not considered a weapon in that case. He is considering an intimidating force, is what I'm asking. So you have some stuff to this.
He does have his spiked collar, so he could look rather intimidating.
Also, big dog.
Yeah, he is big boy.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean,
sadly,
he looks like spooky goth girl aesthetic right now too.
Is that what you'd like to do?
Sure.
Okay. What I need you to do is, he is a 4-dot follower.
Whoa.
So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you make a persuasion social check.
don't forget we still need to use up.
You have.
Our momentum.
I'm just going to double check something here real quick. You have scale 1 and 2 enhancement.
Oh. Oh, yes.
For those of you who may not be familiar with this, scale means that things are just naturally bigger or better at certain actions than others. For example, like a tank has scale in destructive capabilities compared to a person. A person is kind of like the baseline aspect. So
I take that as a challenge.
that is understandable in this particular case. Go ahead, Michi.
So do I need to add anything extra to my roll before I roll?
So if you have it on there, you see where it says scale in the roll box?
Yes.
Go ahead and click that, go to 1, because it's a drop-down menu.
And then 2 for enhancement?
And then put enhancement 2 in there. Correct.
Alright, and now I roll.
Correct.
8 successes?
Wow.
With 8 successes, as Donovan walks up. Now, Vega probably isn't paying attention to this. Were Jody to catch a glimpse through the door that Vega and Donovan are coming through, the beast that you met earlier today is a different beast than that of which is walking through the door now. As the bouncers give it as much of a berth as they can for you guys to walk through. And no one says a word to stop you. But everyone is in. And so, whoever would like to go first, I would like I will say, I'm going to give a list of things on here. A culture, an empathy, a leadership, or let me say integrity. And either a mental or social role of your guys' choosing to see what type of people you might run into.
I'd call dibs on either integrity or leadership.
Everyone can
using
do.
empathy.
Everyone can
Oh,
double
okay.
up if they'd like. So
I'll do
Yeah, that's
integrity then.
I'm happy going with culture.
all right.
Can you
I'm
remember?
using
Can
empathy
you start this
manipulation.
again? Can you repeat them again?
Culture, integrity, empathy, or leadership.
And then either a mental or social stat.
Correct. Okay.
2 successes on
Wow, really?
on manipulation integrity.
All right.
I'm going to use 2 momentum.
You said a social attribute, correct?
Or
Social
mental.
or mental.
Social or mental. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's go with cunning and culture.
Okay.
Is there a momentum button? I don't remember.
4 successes.
No, you'll just click the dice button. Okay, 4 successes.
And that is 1 success
got
for Vega,
1.
1 success for Carden, 2 successes for Jody, and 4 for Andre.
Oh,
He's got 1 enhancement.
I
Nice.
have integrity enhancement of
what was
emotional
your
fortitude.
enhancement in? Emotional fortitude. So the way that enhancements work in regards to this is it's less the skill that you roll, and it's more a fitting situation that it might be in. So I will allow it to apply in this particular case because you're trying to keep yourself focused, not lost in anything that might be wafting up in your things, not trying to lose yourself. You're trying to stay calm and you're trying to be the adult of the situation type of thing.
I was thinking it that way because they're trying to ignore the chaos and focus
Perfect.
on their goal.
All right. So, Jody, did you want to? No, did you mention spending in momentum, Jody?
Nope.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Ironically, so the thing is as this building is getting more and more packed through it, even as though you guys arrived either in varying points, it was still relatively busy. You notice one of the people that invited you, Jody.
Oh my God,
With one
finally.
success, you also notice sitting at the bar, and it's because you recognize their face. You don't know if he's on undercover or off duty, but you do see someone that you recognize as a police officer.
Gonna maneuver towards the person that I know from school. I
Mhm.
try and like encourage them away from the
Easy
cop.
enough. Hey, what's up? How's things going?
Well, you guys sure aren't easy to find.
I know. It's I'll take that as a compliment.
Where the hell's everyone else?
That is an excellent question. I haven't seen anyone else since I got here, which is very disappointing, given that I'm expecting something.
Let's go find him then. And then I will just
Alright.
start maneuvering through the crowd away from the cop.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Gather up these goddamn cats.
Carden,
Yeah.
you do not notice anyone.
Yeah.
That's not true. That's not true.
Oh,
Actually,
You
yeah,
notice.
no.
You don't
Go
notice your target. You do notice contact that you got in contact with when you first came to Brussels.
Okay.
Just having a good time over at the he's kind of sitting on the edge one of these like chairs over here. He's just kind of sitting there and why are you not pinging? Oh, because I'm not on the right thing.
that's usually how it goes.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he's sitting on like one of those chairs type thing.
Gotcha.
All right. We'll go to Vega next. Vega, you notice one very uncomfortable astronomer, somebody that you've worked with in the past. And it's kind of like the aspect of the introvert that got invited and then promptly left. And it's
Oh,
kind of looking
no.
around lost.
I know that feeling. Veka's gonna just get a big old beaming smile on her face and just tap her leg to help have Donovan come along, probably while some people are trying to pet the big old buppo. And she's like, Kaz, I would never expect to see you
It's
here.
not Kaz. This is a
Oh, it's
different
not
person.
Kaz? Oh, it's not
Correct.
Kaz.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
I apologize.
You're-
And okay. And she's like, "Oh, hello, dear. You seem to be a bit out of place. Would you like a little bit of company?" As she makes sure that Donovan sits beside the astronomer, because introverts love petting animals
True.
when they're uncomfortable in a social setting.
Oh, thank
This is
goodness. And he's just kind of sitting. Like, it's a very casual conversation as you guys are able to find some seats, and he's just kind of has the comforting hand petting Donovan relatively regularly. kind of explains the situation where it was, yes, he was invited to go out, but was left behind, and people kind of got lost in the crowd and various things.
Well, don't worry. I'll stay here with you as long as you'd like until you're ready to go home. And don't feel like you're obligated to stay. I'm sure that they'll understand, and if they don't, pardon my language, but fuck them.
You're right. I'm gonna finish this drink and then I'll probably head out. How have you been? And as it kind of goes into casual conversation there, it's very relaxing. They seem to become more at ease in your presence. Casimir,
Yes.
there is two individuals that you notice.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of ironic that I use the word astronomer because I know your particular ties, and then I use frequent bookstore customer as one of the notes for you, which, if you'd like to, can be Vega. But you also do notice an extra pair of eyes as they kind of meet yours as one of the friends. So it kind of nods in solidarity and begins kind of scanning the crowd.
Could you refresh me a moment on... I kind of now have two tasks. One is helping Andre.
Yes.
Finding a kid.
Correct.
Second is the task of the friends. I may need a refresher on that.
The task of that's because the ones the friends gave you was very vague.
Yeah.
Like, the guy that kind of went over there was just like, look, I don't know, man. Weird shit's gonna go down, apparently. I'm not entirely sure. I was just told to pass the message along. You want some borscht?
Details, they are important.
They are important.
So something is going down, and I need to figure out what.
Or just to keep an eye on it and report it. Like, you don't need to get involved if you don't feel the need to, according to the friends. Whether Cass does is different, of course.
So I notice Vega sitting with someone else.
Yes, you notice Vega and their doggy companion, Donovan, sitting probably over in a corner over here with somebody that hasn't come in that frequently, but has come in, especially on books and looks at things for astrology. Or astronomy, sorry.
Yeah, astronomy. That's very fair. Cass has thoughts on astrology. And seeing that there's another friend in the crowd, Cass will nod. Then, Cass also is a bit of an introvert and would feel awkward going over to Vega and this guy. Cass also wants to pet the puppy, so it's very difficult right now.
Vega can wave at him.
If Vega would see me.
Oh wait, can Vega see him? Could they make eye contact?
What's your focus on at the moment?
I mean, I feel like she's somebody who scans the crowds often just out of curiosity.
Sure. After a while, as people are beginning to set, those of you that are more familiar with each other probably begin to recognize one another, sure.
So our eyes may meet for a moment. Cass will just give a friendly nod and smile. In this case, I would say it could be described as a Caucasian nod and smile. One of those closed lips smiles.
She'll give him like a little motion to come over if he wants to.
That's probably going to be enough. Cass is nursing a carbonated beverage and makes his way over to the seating area. And goes, Madame Saren, good to see you.
And it's good to see you as well, Kaz. I'm surprised to see you here.
I'm just as surprised as you are.
Yeah, this doesn't really seem to be your kind of place.
This is not my comfort zone, as it were.
Oh, I understand. And she's pulling out of her pocket a couple dog treats to put in Kaz's hand so you can give them to Donovan.
And he looks over at the treat. I was actually experimenting with making my own. I should have a batch ready tomorrow at the store.
I want to say at hearing that, Donovan, he perks his ears up and you just hear a little thump, 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 thump at his tail wagging.
There's definitely a smile from Cass as I kind of lean down and offer him one of the treats Vega gave.
Oh, he happily will take the treats, and he also will nudge his snoot against against Kaz's hand and whatnot. He gives a couple little licks to Kaz's open palm, but he tries to be respectful and not just go all over his face.
Kaz will offer the treats, and as when they're finished, he will probably say, not maybe Vega would hear, but it's mostly towards Donovan, and with how loud everything is, maybe not even Donovan might hear. It's like, you are a good guardian, yes, very good.
Are you speaking, Alphonse?
I am. Whether or not Casimir is familiar with it, Donovan seems to be intelligent and seems to nod in response.
Animals can be intuitive. So I'll just chalk it up to that.
Donovan super likes Kaz, by the way. He calls him the Bookman.
It's amazing.
I'm slowly loving Donovan. Please stop.
Nothing will
better
happen
love
to Donovan,
Donovan.
I promise.
Yeah.
And then we go, as you guys are having your various conversations, we go over to Andre. Now, an interesting thing about Andre's notes that I put on is I put one current delinquent, and I forgot about people's self-descriptions. But if we would like that to be Jody, that is perfectly acceptable. You do notice that the bartender is a former, is somebody that used to be part of the orphanage as well, Andre.
I think that's Jody's choice.
I have no opinion on whether or not Andre talks to Jody. It'll be funny either way.
I have no feelings, no strong feelings one way or the other.
If I die, tell my wife hi.
Being both options, Andre's plan would be to go over to the bartender, explain what's going on and ask him to keep an eye out, and then go to Jody as the one more likely to be meeting up with the kid.
I just have a quick question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much aura of authority does Andre exude?
Oh no.
-3.
I think that's up to Robo Pirate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, obviously. I'm just being silly.
I know. Look,
I'll say 6.
Okay. So, as you're kind of sitting there
Definitely
having
not
the
just doubling his presence value.
That's perfectly fine. As I don't know who's paying attention to the majority of the crowd between you or your friend, but there is a point where the where the other delinquent that you're talking to, Jody, just kind of begins to get quiet as in the middle of the conversation as Andre begins to approach.
Do I notice Andre approaching?
He's hard to miss. He's like 7
Yeah.
foot tall.
That's true. He's like, what's the matter? You're a blabbermouth just to... No, he's big.
What was the kid's name?
The kid that you're looking for is Ronan.
How do you say it?
Ronan?
Ronan. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Andre will lean down, more to be heard over the music, to Jody and the other delinquent and say, I do not mean to interrupt, but have either of you seen Ronan? I believe you are familiar with him as he looks at Jody.
Jody rolls their eyes. Is there a reason for asking?
This is not an appropriate environment for him.
Why do you say so? Haven't found him yet, so, couldn't tell you.
Okay. Were you planning to meet him here?
Well, presumably, he usually hangs out with the idiots who invited me here.
Okay. Andre's gaze will slowly turn to the other guy.
I will also slowly look at him, just mimicking Andre after watching him do that.
As you both are kind of just doing the slow turn to narrow in, it's
Mine's
like
like a second later, because I'm like, this is funny.
my drink is suddenly very interesting. I think I might need more.
Andrew will just reach a slow hand out to press it down on his shoulder.
Just got it.
That is whew. I don't know if he's going to be here soon. He was not here when I arrived. And honestly, depending on what he sits there and grabs, because he's very bad at getting fake IDs, he'll probably be turned away.
It would be for the best if he was turned away. I hope you're not planning to indulge in any of the extremities this place has.
I will be as safe and in moderation as I can be. And there's a shit-eating grin.
Jody rolls their eyes at the obvious lie and just says, look out, you here to make sure they don't get too fucked up.
Of course.
That includes you.
Okay.
Getting drunk every once in or twice is like fine for whatever, but like there's some real fucked up that you can get, okay?
I know. I'm aware of most of it.
Andre will actually nod along, agreeing with the sentiment. He doesn't mind if you drink, but he's like, drugs? No.
Like, Jody's logic in coming here was, look, these kids want to get drunk today anyway. It's better that they do it with someone looking out for them than, like, under a bridge somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
Gotta be careful in this universe. There might be trolls there.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not even think about that. I have a reason to fear bridges.
Yay. It's fine, it's fine, I'll just fight them.
Pardon. As I said beforehand, as things you kind of adjust to the situation, you do notice the other PCs kind of going through, and you do notice your criminal the criminal contact that you got into contact with when you moved in. I wasn't sure if you wanted to do anything before.
Right. I'm assuming I'm on friendly terms with this individual, if I recognize them.
I would say neutral. I mean, this guy is a professional criminal.
And Cardin doesn't discriminate who he works for.
Exactly. So it's definitely the I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine, but it's not a negative attitude, so to speak.
Okay. All right. trying to think what I even asked the guy. Well, like, would I just ask him like if my Mark is here?
That's one thing that you can ask. You could just go have a general conversation, see if he's heard anything interesting. You could go talk to the groups, which is currently one really large man over near a couple of other people, or a couple of quiet people over in the corner with the giant dog.
Oh, dog. Do I recognize that dog?
How often do you go to the Midnight Nook?
It has good coffee.
I'd say there's a chance that you might recognize the dog. Like it's definitely this is a big dog. Might be darker in coat. Like there's enough reason to be like maybe isn't the same one, but
let me rephrase the question then.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see my dream interpreter?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I didn't.
If you want to go say hi, introduce yourself, talk, you can. Kaz is also there, the person that you just got coffee from.
I recognize way too many people in this place.
You just walk up to Kaz. I need a refill.
I cannot help you right now. I am off the clock.
Oh, me too.
That being said, you could also just have a seat at the bar and keep an eye out. There's nothing that you have to do. I'm just asking if there's anything you wanted to.
Yeah, he's gonna be here at some point. I might as well. I'm gonna go to the people I know. Mainly
Kaz
because
and
dog.
Kaz and
Yes.
Vega.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kaz, the American's back.
Oh, small world. What are you guys doing here?
Eh.
That is actually something interesting. What are you doing here, Kaz?
Arden does
Kaz
not
gets
break
even
stride as he walks
more
over. He goes
flustered.
straight for the dog.
Just a moment. Two people were talking at once. Nether, you first.
Sorry.
Cass is even getting even more flustered now that Vega points her questions as well. He was... I don't even know. This is not... There's part of Kaz that just wants to leave. Partly needs to stay, like feels that he needs to do that like assignment, but he doesn't see what is going on. He doesn't see what's going wrong.
Does he explain that to us?
No, but you can see that he is looking very anxious.
Carden's gonna look at that and just go, all right, maybe take a breath, bud. You look like your brain's trying to go in two different directions.
You have no idea how right you are.
Sometimes I do. So, do you want to talk about it? I got nowhere to be.
I don't think talking will help. It is just too loud.
Sometimes you might not know why you're here, but you're here because it is just the place you need to be at just the right moment.
Carden is cute, like... Carden's head is on a swivel in the sense of his eyes keep darting between the dance floor, the entrance, and the bathroom, as if he's looking for someone.
And it seems like someone knows exactly why they're here.
I am on the clock, but thankfully, the clock just means I sit around at certain places.
I think I need a moment, and Cass is going to head towards the bathrooms.
Yeah, absolutely. As Cass gets up, and everyone's taking a moment to interact, take a look around, I would like everyone but Nether, as Cass is going to the restroom, to roll for me a d10.
Oh.
10.
Mm-hmm.
1 dice. 1.
Okay.
1.
Okay.
9.
Okay. You can do slash. There you
I got a success.
go.
At
Kinda
least
makes
I did get
sense.
a 1.
For various reasons, as you are indeed the biggest, but I will put that token on there.
Oh,
A lot of you notice a winded, disheveled, young blonde woman kind of take a walk in. Kind of seems to be trying to step through before the pat down's complete, forcing herself to stay back. The first thing that she does is she kind of takes a look around. There's kind of a pause for a moment, and she kind of stretches up, and then her eyes zero in on Andre, and she begins to approach.
Andre will stand up straight and will look at the woman as she approaches.
Hi. I'm just. There's kind of a bit of going on. You mind if you come outside with me? I don't exactly feel safe at the moment.
And you would feel safer outside?
I would feel safer with someone.
Okay. Andre will what would be the role to judge whether or not this is a scam?
Empathy or integrity, and mental. What she's going to do, she's going to make a quick roll.
Hmm.
Okay.
Would this have emotional fortitude as a thing?
I don't think, because this is less being like trying to keep yourself calm, and it's more just analyzing the situation type thing, trying to see who she is.
I need this one. That's a mental. Yes, and integrity. 3 successes.
Nice.
With 3 successes, reading her body language and the rest of it, she seems to be, she seems too stressed out for a scam at the moment. Actually,
Andrea will nod his head, giving the companion of Jodie's one more look of "Don't get wasted," and then he will go with the blonde woman.
As she turns, Jodie, as you're the closest, it's going to be a very interesting thing.
Okay.
Make me an occult roll.
Oh god, okay. Occult vandal?
Sure.
Wow.
With 3 successes, as she turns, it is a very interesting type of day, because you notice a little bovine tail coming from underneath her skirt.
It stands there for a bit, considering whether they should follow or just leave this to Andre because he's big. And I will roll a dice to see what Jodie does. Jodie's gonna follow, like, to vaguely near the door just to, like, keep an eye.
As is gone, Vega and, well, Ghost has currently stepped away for the moment. But Vega, I'll get him caught up in a moment, as you are also kind of keeping an eye on things. Your friend has finished their drink and is getting ready to leave, but you do see the rather large man in the room leaving with this disheveled-looking stranger.
Vega tilts her head and out of curiosity, and you said the friend is getting up to leave.
Yes, your friend's like, okay, thank you. I finished my drink. I think I'm just gonna call it an early night.
Would you like me to walk you to the door?
No, it's fine.
All right. If you're certain, I'll just let you find your way out. Make sure you stay safe.
Will do.
There might be some nasties hiding about tonight.
If you would like to, as you're kind of watching the people leave, you may also make an occult check.
Okie doke. So occult.
Mental.
Okay.
Oh,
You clock her as a holder.
A what?
A holder. A satyr-like being that is more based on bovine rather than goat-like features.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
It's a thing. They're similar to satyrs. They're known for their association with nature, their beauty, and the ruthlessness to those who may treat them rudely.
Okay. Do I think this man's gonna do something silly? Do I want to really leave Cass here alone?
How long does Cass stay in the restroom? Is it just kind of like a wash your face, take a break, come back out? Or is it a, I'm going to stay in here for a while?
I think it's going to be an anxious number 2.
Okay.
Make sure you wash your hands.
I will. Why would you suggest I wouldn't?
You're making it worse.
You would be surprised.
To get you caught up real quick, Ghost, there's been a beautiful, disheveled woman who's come up, approached Andre for a little bit, talking very quickly. And then, as you've noticed, the big man, Andre, and one of the others is turning to leave with this woman.
Okay.
Well, Jody's not so much going with as staying behind to keep an eye because they notice something interesting.
I think we should possibly just keep a little eye on those two that just stepped out. I just have a feeling that I don't know how good he is with tact, and I don't know if anything bad is going to happen.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, all right. So
Everybody leaves?
We step outside, and Vega takes like a napkin from the bar and writes with her this dark red lipstick she has in like a bag, be back soon, and with a little V, and slides it underneath the men's bathroom door.
What a sign!
yeah, I want to knock it, but honestly, that's kind of courteous.
Very much so. I will say I think Cass will miss that completely. Come out of the bathroom, see that nobody he knows is there anymore, and then probably sulk and go outside. Whereupon he will see everyone.
Will he just bump into Donovan and be like, "Dog"?
I know you.
Just
will
as a
say,
note,
yeah, go for it.
just as a note, Carden is going to take a button out of his pocket, like a little, just like sewing button. He's going to place it on the table, and I'm going to use Eyes of the Blinds, or
Okay.
Eyes in the Blinds, to keep an eye on things in the club because I am still technically working.
Sure, absolutely. Good to know. Does that have a cost with it?
I believe it's 1 momentum. Let me check. Yes, it is 1 momentum.
Okay. So I'll just. Oop. I'm going to.
We did it. We spent half.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna step away for
Yeah.
just a moment, just so you know.
What's that?
I'm stepping away
But-
for just a moment.
Okay. I just want to verify. We said that we're good for another hour and change, right? Or I get too much into things.
Believe so.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. As you
Not
guys,
wrong, but- Sorry.
as you guys step out at your varying times, Andre and Jody as the closest. She is trying her best to kind of stay still, but you do notice she constantly is looking over her shoulder.
Hmm.
If you would like to try to get her to give you some more information about what's going on, you may roll a persuasion or subterfuge check.
Andre will attempt to gently nudge her into explaining what's the matter. That'd be persuasion social.
Yeah, seems pretty good.
Yeah. No successes.
Warp, warp.
Would you like to spend some momentum?
I'll spend a momentum.
Just one?
An entire dice.
Yeah, just one. Why not?
All right, go
Whee!
for it.
Still no. Oh,
Unfortunate.
Okay, so that is a failed thing, so you regain the momentum you just spent.
Yay.
a
Nice.
Yeah, there's just something about it. As she's trying to sit there and get the through. She does mention. She doesn't give any details, but does mention, especially now that it's kind of quiet in regards to it. She's being followed by someone. Very dangerous person. Not entirely sure what his deal is, but it's definitely something that she's very worried about because he's been doing it for a little while at this point.
Andre, being the type of man he is, will just sort of nudge, say, "Is this not a matter that you could discuss with the police?"
I don't think the police could do anything about it, to be fair. I will say, as you guys probably went in shortly after opening, as you guys have kind of come out for a little bit, even spending time perusing, it is past the point of sunset, so it is darker outside. There's still some light, but it is darker at the moment. Anyone who's in the back of the pack, so that would be Casimir, Vega, and Carden. I would like for you guys to make a survival or subterfuge check.
Let's go for subterfuge. Cunning subterfuge?
Do we make that with anything? Or just by
Do you
itself?
have any enhancement that goes into those?
Which attribute?
I have
I don't
stealth.
think so.
Well,
You do not. But stealth will affect this because it's.
wait, did I roll cunning subterfuge? Or cunning survival?
Either works. You still got 4 successes, so.
I did. I'm very glad for those.
So we don't roll a attribute with it.
You just pick a mental. You can pick. I believe Casimir picked cunning, so it could be a mental one. It could be a social one if you're trying to read people, seeing kind of what's going on.
I think
Could be a
I
physical one.
messed up because I went cunning subterfuge instead of cunning survival, and I should have rolled 2 more dice.
Heck, roll 2 more if you'd like. Go for it.
I got 2 successes.
Oh, nope.
I'm gonna go with subterfuge manipulation.
Okay.
You just happen to be walking this way.
Yeah, no, that's my reasoning. Is Cardin is just being super nonchalant. Like, yeah, I'm just on my way home.
I'm gonna make a roll. Because I forgot to do this.
Yay!
Okay.
Some good rolls there.
He's a little bit away. But as you guys are kind of taking a look around, you see a gaunt, thin, and pale individual who seems to be a combination of asking questions and coming in the direction that you guys are. With a purpose. All three of you notice that.
Hmm.
Is there something I can pick off the ground that is hefty?
What would you like to... for what purposes, and what would you like to do with it?
Cass knows he can throw stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He would like to have something that he can throw
Sure.
that will make an impact. So maybe like a bottle or a stone or something of that effect.
Yeah, sure. Just out of curiosity, as you guys are kind of approaching in regards to things, Kaz, with your knowledge of Andre, do you try to catch up to them to inform them of this individual?
I would. I feel uncomfortable by being by myself, and seeing people that I at least recognize makes me feel a little less anxious.
So the bookstore coffee guy goes forward towards the big guy, for those of you that are a little bit behind, so everyone can get together.
And real quick, is the gaunt individual going to be walking past me and Vega, or are they walking towards me and Vega?
The intent is that as you kind of are watching him, especially with since you picked social, he wants to get past you guys, but he is walking in the same direction that the group of you, this Holder and the 5 of you, are going.
Okay. As he starts... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I have a feeling that he wants to walk past towards our little friend.
Yeah. I have a plan for that. As he's walking by, can I trip him?
You're going to stay and wait for him to catch up? He's a little bit far behind you at the moment.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, I thought he was a lot closer than...
Let me do this. Let me activate that.
Ah, there it is.
Circle.
The circles of doom!
So what I will do is I will put a bunch of you guys...
OMG, I made that.
Yeah! Target circles brought to you by Minchi.
Yay, thank you, me.
Order now! Limited supply.
And then for reference, this gentleman is probably about... Did that do it? About there.
Oh no, he looks nasty.
What an entirely non-threatening individual.
Yeah.
It's the eyebrows that do it for me. In the sense that it doesn't do it for me at all.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Change of music.
Oh no.
It's getting tense. So here's what I'm going to ask, as you guys have gotten all this information together. Are you going to choose to run? Or are you going to choose to try to ambush?
I love the way you worded that, so now I have to go with ambush.
I mean,
Okay.
there's some shenanigans Jody can do in this, so... Jody's like, yeah, I'll mess with this guy. That sounds fun.
All right. There's a point as you guys kind of get together. Liv kind of weighs options. Okay, and kind of takes you towards towards an alley where you guys could probably get some stuff set up.
Jody's just casually testing the weight of the empty bottle in their hands.
It's a nice bottle.
Drunk all the orange juice out of it.
Also, Andre would introduce himself to the girl and ask her name to help her calm.
I'm Liv. Thank you. Okay.
Carden is going to look for like a shard of glass or like some loose pipe or just a 2x4, just general trash on the ground that could be used for hurting things.
So, as you guys go ahead and get ready to ambush, here's what I'm going to have you guys do. I want you guys to go ahead and roll for me a cunning plus whatever attribute, or whatever, not attribute, skill you feel is fitting for the moment, whether that is a combat skill or a different type of prep skill. So it could be empathy to kind of keep an eye out or point to things if you wanted to sit there and help. It could be close combat. It could be athletics, whatever it is. So this is going to be initiative, just for ease of access.
Close combat.
I just have nothing, so
Yeah,
You said you can throw things. That would be athletics, if that's
that
something
would be
that you
athletics.
want to
Okay,
Mhm.
which is also a fat 0.
Can I do
A big old
leadership?
goose egg, gang.
Can I
Wow.
do
Hopefully I have that mug.
leadership cunning to kind of like offer advice?
Are people willing to take advice?
Jody seems to
Like-
have their own plan, but we'll listen. We not necessarily follow the plan, but we'll listen.
Alright, I'm gonna roll leadership cunning because this is definitely not the first time Carden has had to jump someone in an alley.
I'm trying to think what would be best because some of my best are occult and persuasion, but I'm like, what does this girl think this lady thinks she could do with persuasion or occult?
You can always just default to something simple for now, even if it's not necessarily your best.
Would I,
I'm going to make a roll for him. Okay?
would I use my close combat hand-to-hand specialization here?
I don't believe specialties affect initiative at this moment.
But
But
would anyone
when you do
mind
your
if
combat, do remember that.
would anyone mind if I used 2 more momentum?
Go ahead.
It's okay.
Alright.
I got 2 successes on
I
cunning
realized I
and
hadn't put- oh, yeah.
survival.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
that didn't help.
Well,
I would also like to use 2 momentum.
Okay, so we're down to 1 momentum.
I have
successes.
1 success.
Has anybody not used momentum this session?
I think you.
Jody got 2. Vega, what'd you get? You got 2?
Yes.
Okay. And Caden got 1.
Aiden? Carden?
Yeah. Okay.
I only got 1.
I got none.
I offer subpar
Oh.
advice.
Who would like to go first between Jody and Vega?
Let Jody go first.
Okay. Good thing I was taking notes on what I was going to put on this bottle. So, I guess Guy is coming around into the alley.
Yes, I'll move him here in a second. I'm just making sure I've got the order down.
Okay.
Cass or Andre, which one of you guys would like to go first?
Andre can go first because Cass is gonna be like, save for the one projectile, Cass is going to be useless.
Click this. There we go. So I'm just going to move him here for the sake of everything, unless I say otherwise. He is within one range band of everybody, so everyone can go wail on him.
Okay.
Good. So that means I can change my things.
Yes, absolutely. So you can get close enough when he turns the corner. But with that,
I think
as
it'd be
this-
funnier to throw it.
yeah, go for it. So as this comes up, Jody, we'll go ahead and start things off with you.
Okay. I would like to apply my special ability, Death by Teacup,
Mm-hmm.
to apply the tags Brutal, Messy, Range, Stun, and Aggravated.
Oh no!
I will put those in the chat.
It zoomed forward.
As well.
Boomers.
Oh, that hurt.
Yes, that ends up at 3.
Yeah. Okay. You want aggravated to get past armor. I should talk
Yeah.
with you about the elemental tag at some point. We'll go ahead and do
Okay.
that at some point this week. But
Yeah, it's not in the list that I have. So.
yeah,
It
is.
so yeah,
But yeah. Okay.
that's what I'm applying to the weapon, and I'm going to throw it at the guy.
Okay.
Okay.
You'll have to remind me what stun does when we get there. I am reading what this does.
Stun,
Okay, cool.
when inflicting an injury, it can be used to inflict the minor injury conditions bruised, staggered, or stunned, or the major injury condition battered. So I guess I can use successes to stun people if I want to.
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll.
I'm throwing it, so it'll be my athletics, but I think my improvised weapons will apply.
Yes, absolutely. So that'd be 1 enhancement.
That's 1. Roll. 6 successes.
Okay. 6 successes. Let me double check this guy's things here. Alright. You have 3 successes over what you need.
Okay. And brutal reduces crit stun by 1, so I don't think I get that with 3.
You do, because it's normally
Oh.
4.
Okay.
So you
yeah,
can hit him if
crit,
you'd like.
Then I will hit him in the face with this bottle.
Okay. So yeah, that would be everything that you can do on there, but that is a crit on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, Jody's
Alright.
just standing there, and then the bottle like flies way faster out of their hand than it should.
Alright. Absolutely.
I
And
was.
Jody says,
gonna
"I started it."
do that. Oh no.
I like to imagine he just turned the corner, and as he looked, a bottle was already like inches away from his face.
He kind of takes it going back, and almost in an instant, in regards to how he reacts, he pops that, and I need to make a roll for him. I am using Action Interrupt before
Mhm.
Vega's turn,
Oh,
and he is going to roll. Okay. Trying to take a look at what he can do.
new actor 8, that fiend.
He seems to slink into a shadow in the alley. And yeah, it just says that in reverse. And it seems as though he has vanished. He did not bolt away from the alley, though. He slunk into a shadow and seems, at least for the moment, to have vanished.
That is not good.
And
Vega.
All right, give me 1 second. You know, I never chose what my keen sense was.
Mhm.
And I could do it to eyesight, because that,
Sure could.
like, which that might help in trying to see where this dude's slinkety slunked, I realize.
that'd be
Is that what you would like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna settle that on sight really quick.
Okay. I'm going to say, because of what he's doing, this would be a subterfuge roll. I am going to lean more towards mental on this one. You have 1 enhancement from Keen Senses.
So mental subterfuge.
Yes.
Alrighty, there it is.
Excuse me. Would you like to spend the 1 momentum, or would you like to save it?
I'll save it.
Okay.
So
So
we
that
get
goes
one
up.
back. Yep.
Yes. But you are not able to see him at this particular moment. As it comes to his turn. Ooh. I'm gonna roll a d6. Two. Okay.
Hit me.
Sure. Okay. So, Carden,
Yeah.
as you're kind of sitting there taking a look around as this individual's kind of gone forward to, and vanished, go ahead and make a defensive roll for me, please.
Okay. Please remind me how those work.
I believe you just click defense, and it is the largest of your pool of resistance attributes.
Okay. So just hit defense and then roll.
Yep. Okay, so you have 2 defense at this particular moment.
Oh, yeah, mess me up.
With 4 successes, I'm gonna take a look at what he can fucking do. I was not expecting him to get that many.
Oh, hurt me, please. I want to see
yeah.
what happens.
From above you on the wall, you see this shadow fall. You fall over Caden. Caden, please mark an injury condition as this beast sinks its teeth into your neck and begins to drain you.
I'm assuming you mean
Doesn't
Carden.
sound great.
Yes, Carden. Sorry.
Okay.
He is also going to position Carden to but so that way he is kind of hiding behind him as a shield at this particular moment in time. Currently has +2 to his defense.
Carden, trying to remain cool, it's just like, oh wow, oh, this is an indescribable pain. Please rip him off of me.
Carden, it's your turn.
Carden wasn't.
You
able
are
to,
currently grappled. as
right.
well.
Carden wasn't able to find glass or a 2x4 or anything, was he?
You were, yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna just since the dude's around his neck, Carden's gonna take whatever utensil he had and just start wailing on the guy's head.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Go ahead and make a roll.
Okay.
The effect is for this defense is also against you.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Gonna go with that. And is there? Oh, do I add difficulty, right?
No.
Okay.
With 2 successes, would you like to spend momentum?
No.
Okay. You do not make it.
Well, oh.
Alright. Andre. Andre?
Andre?
Alright, there you go. Cool.
He's currently chewing on our detective.
Yes, he is indeed.
Okay. Would you say that in this situation, am holding my purpose of defending the weak knack?
I'll give it to you. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I will. How does stunts work?
So stunts, when you have extra successes over the minimum of what you need, you spend however many that you'd like to do that thing, type of thing. So like if you're going to grapple and you want to pin them, you have to have 2 successes above their defense.
Okay, in which case I will just start off with a close combat then.
Yeah, go for it.
+1 there, +1 there. 5 successes.
Oh.
Okay, 5 successes is exactly what you needed to reach around Carden and beat this guy at this particular moment.
Okay, so I don't have any spare successes.
Correct.
Okay. Oh well, I still punched him.
Yeah, you did something soon. Cass. This guy is gnawing on your American friend's neck.
I have something throwable in my hand, correct?
Yes. Indeed.
Watch
I
it.
take a moment
Mhm.
to calculate the trajectory I need for this object to intersect with the head of that creature
Hold on.
using
Let
my
me
divine
take a look at the
calculations.
thing. Yep. I'm reading the action-related aspects in regards to it. I'm pretty certain you're
I
fine.
was trying to figure out, like, in the book where it was, but I couldn't find it anymore.
Okay, so you have 2 enhancement.
2.5. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Would this fall under dexterity?
Sure.
And what else? Dexterity,
This-
athletics?
Athletics would work. Well, it is the
Because I
primary
have,
throwing.
I have
stat,
nothing
yes.
in athletics, close combat, firearms.
Yeah. Athletics would be the one to go on this one because
Okay.
it's
So, it is dexterity, athletics, enhancement 2.
Mhm.
Here goes. 5 successes!
Yes.
way to be.
I know
So-
it isn't at all what you did, but I'm
It
just
is-
imagining Cash just like licked his finger to feel the wind.
It is mostly like figuring out wind direction and then like based on the stars and navigation and such. That sort of thing. I throw a bottle of the same brand of orange juice that Jody had,
Mhm.
which I found in the gutter here, and then boom.
Alright. As you hit him in the head. Yeah, go ahead.
To avoid Carden, I throw the bottle up, spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, hitting the apogee of the curve around the second-story buildings, and it then drops and hits the guy in the head.
That's smart. You let gravity do the work. I like that.
Exactly.
As it hits him in the head, Carden, I'm going to spend 2 tension as we've reached the end of the of the round. As it hits him in the head, you feel the fangs kind of pop back unwillingly from your neck, type of thing. And he kind of sits there and takes a look around, growls, and then begins running. Just for the moment.
I give chase.
Do you guys wish to chase?
Yes, I have speed 10. I will catch him.
Okay.
I was gonna be like Donovan Fetch.
This motherfucker
I'll
tried to
stay
trick
with
me.
Vega.
Andre would not chase. Andre will stay with the woman.
So as he gets to the end of the alley, where you guys are able to sit there and eat the bottles or do the rest of it, and I have to ask, whoever would like to maintain chasing can attempt I'm going to say specifically might athletics check as he turns the corner and begins running up the side of the building.
I can run up walls with my magic shoes.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, go for it.
I will chase him up the wall with my magic shoes.
Can I make it dexterity athletics to do parkour?
Sure, if you'd like to. It's hard. I will say you can, but the difficulty that has a complication of 2 because we're on the street-facing side of the buildings, at least here, there's not much to grab onto.
Fair enough.
I'll just hear Jody on near the top of the wrist going, "Where you going, motherfucker? How'd you do that shit?"
Interesting. They don't put speeds for this.
Huh. Okay.
Okay. Please mark a bruised condition as you fall on your ass.
That's fine.
Oh, on my way up, can I like grab a stick or something from the ground?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Go ahead and make a movement roll, which I believe for you would be dexterity athletics to try to catch up to this person.
We stake that fucker. As Cardin hits the ground.
If only there was someone with bioluminescent powers.
Only 4 successes.
Okay. 9. So he's going to make a roll to attempt to outrun you on this one, which is going to be tough. Okay. Take a look at this.
Are we winning? I think we're winning.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. You are able to catch up to him easily with 4 successes at this particular moment.
Yay.
What would you like to do?
Well, I have a stick.
You sure do have a stick.
So I'm going to apply aggravated, brashing, brutal, unconcealable, and stun,
Okay.
which adds up to 3.
Mm-hmm. I trust you on that one.
I believe bashing. What was it? Also melee. Sorry. Yeah.
It's fine.
Melee gives me an extra +1 enhancement.
It does. I keep forgetting about those in our other game.
So I need dexterity, close combat, enhancement 2. 7 successes.
Okay. What is it that you would like to do to this individual?
Stun.
Okay. What is stun? Let me take a look at the tag.
It's a minor injury condition.
Okay. Fair enough.
When a character is taken out by a weapon with the stun tag, they are not unconscious.
Okay.
Exciting.
So
I think I have enough to stun and crit, but I don't know if I can do 2 at the same time.
You can, yeah, as long as you have
Okay.
the stunts to buy it.
Okay, then.
That's extra successes, because his defense is 3 now. He's not holding on to anybody.
Stun and crit then.
Okay. Yeah, he is stunned. He is knocked unconscious.
For that
Cool.
amount of dice, I had to change my model so I could do this.
If he like doesn't move for a bit.
Yeah.
Just like I got him. I just poke him a bit.
I will stay
I
with
just
the rest
wanna
of the group.
They get slow claps.
Cardin is holding his neck. God damn it.
Andre will look at a card and say, "Do you need help with that?"
Yeah.
Okay. I will like to render first aid.
Yeah, go for it.
Better than second aid.
3 successes.
All right, you are able to clear one of those bruised conditions, my guy.
Oh, I had 2?
Yeah, because you fell on your ass and he bit you.
That's that, you know.
I think
That's
most likely
totally fair.
Andre will like pull out, maybe have some bandages and just carefully dress the obvious
I
bite
only
wound.
I only have one option to check bruise. Do I add another one, or am I injured?
So if you only have one bruised box, you would have a bruised and an injured condition. Leave the injured and remove the bruised because
No,
you
no, I
cannot.
can't I?
Because it says downgrade, right?
Yeah.
So you can either downgrade the bruise because he only has space for one, or so he can't downgrade the injured at the moment.
Yeah. Either way, I need time to heal from this.
Or you can clear the injured. You did get 3 successes. That is correct.
Yeah. So I can
So-
clear the injured.
Okay. So cleared the injured, leave the bruised.
Yeah, so your ass is
That's
still
what we'll do.
bruised, but your neck is bandaged.
Thanks.
You're welcome. That
And as
was
a condition has been relieved, tension seems to rise through the air. In
Jody's
short,
gonna-
if you get healed, I'm able to click the tension thing and get up more things
Okay.
for my antagonist to do.
I'm gonna drag the guy closer to the edge of the roof so that they can see that I have knocked him out.
Oh, do you not bring him back to the group?
Well, they
Do
were
I-
on a roof.
Do
Okay,
I
okay.
kick him off the roof?
Do you
Tempting.
kick him off the roof?
I mean,
Like, is it okay for me to kick him off the roof, or do you want to like help?
I'm not gonna say no.
Okay,
I
I'll start
would-
kicking him off the roof.
I'm going.
Andre
I'll
would
check.
try to rush over and catch the guy if he gets kicked off.
Derry, Vega will lightly pat Donovan on his back, and I would like to have him just run to catch the dude as he's falling, like on his back. Is that possible?
So,
It does.
because Donovan is a follower and not as much of a creature, there are certain limitations to it. But what I can do, since Andre's also doing the same thing, is Donovan can offer the help action, which is you rolling. I'm going to say persuasion because Donovan is a 4-dot creature. I'm going to say persuasion physical in this particular case.
Oh, I
Which I
thought
know is
because of
not
the
your best
one thing that I had, which was helpful, that he would just do it.
I don't remember what the helpful tag does. Let me pull that up. Because if it does give it automatically, then yeah, it does. But I forget. There's a lot of things going on. I got a lot of plates.
As long as a complex
yeah.
action, yeah.
So this isn't a complex action. Complex action is something that would take like
Oh,
minutes or days or things along those lines.
I
Something
see.
that takes a
So,
long time.
what do you want me to roll?
Persuasion, because it's a 4-dot skill for you, and physical.
Persuasion, physical. Okay.
And then you will add up to 3 enhancement depending on the amount of successes on this. Cass, were you going to say something? I know a lot of people
When they
talk
were
at once.
talking about like throwing the guy off the roof, Cass would slowly, cautiously say something like, "I would object, but that the dude was already
Getting
heated."
heated.
Hey, I'm pushing
Oh.
him slowly until people are ready to catch.
Really quick, you said to add 3 enhancement to my roll?
No, not you. This will be
Oh, okay.
because Donovan's helping Andre. So you make your success. Andre, you may make I'm going to say athletics to catch a body, and you may add 3 enhancement from the dog helping you.
Okay, does this count as under my lifting specialty as well?
I'll allow it.
Okay, lifting.
Bodies are heavy, so.
My yeah, 6 successes.
Easy enough. This body, which seems relatively light for its size, all things considered, as most bodies do for Andre at least, you were able to catch him. As you catch him, even though he is unconscious, Liv takes a few steps back.
Jody's just gonna sit on the edge of the roof for a bit. So, vampire?
Apparently.
Um,
Huh.
Cass? I did mention it before, but would Cass have a mobile phone with him? If that is everyday carry stuff?
Yeah, sure. Everyone's
Okay.
got a cell phone on them unless
Um,
they're otherwise told.
I think it might be best to get this body in the custody of someone. Would be some, like, I would like to call the police for this guy.
What I want to know is if this is who was following our little friend here.
That's a great question.
Sounds pretty valid.
Are you making it known that you are calling the police?
I am. Yes, I would say this out loud. Yes.
Liv is going to go, well, I understand your concern there. Do you really feel that the local police are equipped to deal with a vampire?
No,
Don't know
but
who
who
is.
is? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys handled him quite readily. She
I
kind of
can't look
shrugs.
after him. My mom will get real mad.
I got lucky. Okay.
Yeah. Handled him real good. Cardin just rubs his neck.
I don't usually throw bottles.
I do.
Yeah, I don't really see many people able to throw bottles like either of you.
Yeah.
So,
I took a gamble.
shot in the
She's
dark, you want
gone.
to tell us why this guy was following you?
I just threw mine really, really hard.
She's gonna make a roll on the two of you, just as a mutual thing together.
Mhm.
Okay. She's going to make a.
After that, I have a question.
You can ask a question anyway.
Okay.
That was her role, not his role. I'm not highlighted on
Yeah.
him. But go
say.
ahead. Yeah, ask your question.
With a guide, do I have to like go to a place to talk to it, or can I like call it up whenever?
What are you looking to do in regards to interacting
I
with
want
this
to
guy?
ask my guide, what do I do with a vampire?
Oh, right. Your guide's one of the monkeys from
Yeah.
the. They have cell phones.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I just get my phone. I just
Who
have my
gave that
guide.
monkey a cell phone?
No. So one of so the guide in this particular
My-
case is one
my
of the monkeys.
guide is one of the monkeys from the island of Beaches and Trees,
I understand.
and all of them have cell phones because Sun Wukong was like, "Fuck it, you all get cell phones."
I love that.
Because where Sun Wukong is, Sun Wukong cannot participate in any battles between the Shen and the monkeys on that island. So Sun Wukong conveniently goes on vacation, where the monkeys share things to their Instagram, not Instagram, Nymphstagram, Snapchat, or other types of stories.
Wow.
Where he just kind of sits there and watches and laughs. So all of the monkeys have cell phones.
Yeah,
Whether or not they were given to them by Sun Wukong or they stole them is a different story.
So I will call Leo stolen phone
Mm-hmm.
and ask him, "Hey, so I just beat up a vampire. What do I do with it?"
Shoot. Do you got a reason to keep it alive?
I don't know. Guys, you got a reason to keep this guy alive? Because, like,
We
vampire.
do until we get answers. Looks at the woman.
We do until we get answers, apparently.
I would more say murder of anyone seems quite over the top.
I agree
I'm gonna be
with
honest.
him.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if vampires count as, like, people or monsters.
I mean,
I have
They
plenty
can.
of books
I have a
suggesting
very
one
good
and not
bias.
the other.
He tried to eat me.
What was that, Cass?
I have plenty of books in my store suggesting one thing and or the other thing.
Cool. So Leo, what do you think?
Well, let me think about it. You got anything good to bind them with? They tend to be pretty strong.
I'll look around for some rope or something.
Make sure it's good, thick stuff. Anything that's twine will probably break through.
Well, y'all get some rope.
I'll get some
What I'm gonna-
rebar if it'll help.
Get some anything to tie 'em up.
I think. God, there's so many different kinds of them. It's kind of tough to tell you what to do.
Yeah, melded into shadows and
It doesn't sound like the
What
ones that I'm
else?
used to.
Okay. Probably lots of light, I guess.
Sunlight, but that could be very dangerous from the ones that I hear about. The other thing that you could do, don't listen to him. Like, actually, if you can, try to keep his mouth gagged or tied up. They seem to be
Alright.
very charming, at
Alright.
least from what I hear.
Cass
Buddy
knows
says you
about
should probably like
stores
gag him
in-
or something.
Hearing that specifically, Kaz knows about stores in Brussels, right?
Sure.
Kaz knows where to go.
But,
Then Jody will just say over the phone. Alright, thanks, buddy. Now
yeah.
again.
Don't worry too much about it. You stay in trouble, all right?
Oh, I plan to.
I like this monkey.
All right.
He's a
but yeah.
very good influence, I swear.
You said monkey.
But
That was out of character.
yeah, I didn't say monkey in character. I said Leo.
Okay. Okay.
Have I
Andre
gotten
would
an
just
answer to
assume
my
it was
question yet?
slang.
What question? You asked for
I-
answers. You didn't ask a question.
Well, no. I asked her, "Is there any particular reason that he's chasing you?"
Okay.
And then you
No,
had to roll.
because about a bunch of people sitting there were doing the thing on that. I was rolling for 5 successes, right? Because everyone was talking at once. So to roll back a little bit, I need you, if you would like to get an answer to that question, I need you to roll a. Grab it real quick. It is intrigue. I need you to roll for me a persuasion or subterfuge check to encourage her to tell you. I will say, given the fact that you did just recently save her life, you'll get 2 enhancement on this.
I did want to say, because I was the first one to ask, and I'm really good at. I have a thing for persuading others. I was the one who said. I did say first, like, what I want to know is why this one was trying to come after her.
Yeah.
If you'd like to sit there and do that, then you would have a total of 3 enhancement if you'd like to make that roll. While that roll is being made, Jody and Kaz, I would say both of you kind of catch the... okay. Not what I meant on that one, but that is fair. 6 successes is plenty. No worries. There is kind of the slight mutter of, you don't know. That's okay.
Now what?
There's... I don't know if I guess I'm gonna be the one to tell you. There's something different about you guys, something special about the 5 of you. I don't necessarily know what it is exactly. Can be a lot of different things, but there's a sense around people who do magic, people who are paragons of societies or cultures. There's stuff around children or chosen of divine figures type thing. with 6 successes, she goes, well, I think he was chasing me because of what I am. I don't know if he's tasted blood like mine before.
Oh yeah, you got a tail, right?
Oh yeah, you're a
Sorry, I
holder.
didn't mean to like say it like that. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. What?
Cass just quickly looks around to see if there's anyone else near them.
Arden's gonna make the same look.
Vega's gonna
Not
casually
that-
be like,
no.
"Oh yeah, you're a holder, aren't you?"
A what?
Yes.
Holder, it's Norse mythology?
Varying, but yeah, it's kind of makes me sad that some of these are more well known than others. But yeah, and she kind of does a little twirl, and all of you can see the bovine tail that's kind of peeking out from there. It's
Cool.
to not put too fine a point on it. I guess modern lingo would call it like a nature spirit of sorts.
Huh.
He was.
And you were looking for help in sirens.
He's been following me for the past 3 nights, and he seemed intent on catching me today. So I went in to look for help in regards to the crowd, and I wasn't expecting to find. And she gestures at a lot of you.
I hope you understand there's a layer of irony here.
I do. I wasn't exactly. I wasn't anticipating. I was more trying to sit there and get him lost in the crowd to buy myself some time to try to get away. And while I know that there's a lot of aspects in regards to it, I was kind of desperate to not get cornered and turned into a raisin.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
You're still
I was
living, aren't
wondering.
you?
I felt like something was swaying me over here tonight. I guess this was part of the reason.
Yeah.
Jody's gonna jump off the roof that they were still sitting on.
Andre will try and catch.
No, don't worry about it.
Andre cannot resist the urge.
You kind of just hold your hands out, and it's just kind of like sliding along the wall downwards.
Yeah.
You rolled 6 successes on that. Okay, that's pretty good.
As Jody hits the ground, nice.
Nice. So, well, I'm sure we've all got places to be. Let's get this guy dealt with somehow.
I think I know a place where we can find items to bind him.
Oh, good. I'll keep an eye on him. I won't stab him.
It's not that. I am worried for the looks I will get when I put this on my expenses. That's all.
Thank God.
Does Vega have an idea?
I don't know how to answer this question.
Oh,
Vega puts a hand on his shoulder. Do you want me to pay for it?
no, yeah, let's just keep being ominous. That's not eerie at all.
I will say I feel even more uncomfortable with the idea of you paying for this than for me to go into the store that I was thinking of.
Oh my God! Just tell me where it is, and I'll go get it.
Can
Oh no,
somebody-
sweetheart.
how
I don't
old
think
are-
you're
how
allowed to
old
go
is
in that
Jody?
I
store.
don't
What is-
care.
Oh my god.
Oh, sweetheart.
What is
you need
happening?
ID to go in.
And like, Cass
It's
will just
okay.
put
You
his
can say
hand-
it's a sex shop.
Cass will just put his hands over his face.
Oh, I like you.
I'm 17, not 12.
Would-
You're
Would
not
that kind
allowed
of store even
here.
actually have strong rope?
It's not rope that that Cass is getting. It's a
Strong
gag.
enough.
Fuzzy.
Would that even be strong enough? I would have thought
I
they would
thought
be.
I thought he was gonna get a ball gag.
Yes, that's
That's
yes.
partly it.
Actually, if I think about it, I might have one at home.
Okay.
Hey,
Andre will volunteer and could go to the hardware store and get actual rope and
is
make
a
some
hardware
chains.
store open? What is it? Like, looks at his watch.
That's not a problem.
11?
Someone make a decision. We got an
Yeah.
unconscious vampire here.
I am not the one to make decisions, okay?
Is there a hardware store open this late?
You know what? Why don't you roll for me?
24-hour
call this-
hardware store.
I'm gonna call this a culture check. You can pick whatever attribute you feel is willing. And given the fact that you do repairs at the orphanage, I'm going to ask to add 2 dice to this, and we can make it a twist of fate. And then you'll tell me if there is a hardware store of good quality open tonight.
It's a culture. I'm gonna go with stamina on the basis of if Andre knows of one being open this late, it's because he had to be up late going to one.
Sure, absolutely. You're aiming for 3 successes in this case.
Would I add my technology repair DIY specialty? I
Go
suppose it's
for
not.
it?
Yeah.
Because because you'll
you said
know exactly what it is.
2
for
dice?
DIY. Yes, add 2 dice. Dice modifier
Okay.
2.
Uh,
This is called a twist of fate.
oh, can I add my protecting the weak because this is keeping him tied up, not hurting
Go
Liz?
for it.
So many modifiers. Go. 3 successes.
Perfect. That's what you need. You know exactly where to go. Even if you end up getting there after hours, you know that it's kind of like a little mom pa shop, and they'll be more than willing because of how kind and like stuff that you've done to help them out personally. They'll be more than willing to open the doors for you.
Andre will nod his head and say, I know one place that'll sell the stuff we need this late. Had to go there to repair some beds once.
Okay, go, go, go.
Andre will
Yeah,
head over
seriously.
to that store.
I
Before we
will come
split
with
off,
you.
Before we split off, here, and Liv will give all of you her contact information, so if you guys want to put that somewhere on your sheets.
I will put that in my phone.
I also don't know if keeping him for long is a good idea. I saw him not last night, but the night before. He stopped, and it was curious, and I saw him turn down to talk to an older woman. It was a brooch. She wore a brooch. It had a strange symbol on it. I don't really know what it's from, but I can
Let
sketch
me
it for
just-
you.
Yes, please.
Yeah, do that.
I'll see if they put it in there before I just make one up off the top of my head.
Cardin pulls out a small notebook and a pencil and hands it to her, seemingly out of nowhere.
Thank you. They do not. So, I'm sorry for you guys, but since I didn't get to use this last time in my other game because of various reasons, I'll see if I can find it. But I will get you guys
No.
the symbol.
I think I know what's about to happen.
Not that one. But yes, so she'll sit there and get that out, and if you guys want to go, she will text it to you afterwards as stuff's been changed, because I have to find this fucking thing. I don't know where I put it.
By the way, in the meantime, to help soothe Liv, Donovan's gone over. Wait, he's still got the guy on him. I think. I don't know.
However you
Andre's
guys
probably
wanna deal
holding
with
him.
that.
I'll say Andre's probably holding him now. Donovan's going over to let her pet him.
Andre will probably need to give this guy to someone else to go in the store.
Yeah.
Don't
That's
worry,
why I'm
he
gonna
can,
be
we
looking
can
after him.
put him on. Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
I'll just put him on the floor.
put him on the floor. We'll roll him around like a hot dog on a roller.
No, we carry him to the outside the store and then put him down and
There
wait.
it is. Okay. Can I put that in this chat? Ha! There you go. I made it work.
Okay.
Oh,
I would like to think about whether or not I know this.
I. Hold on.
Jody,
What, can I even do this?
Jody just say something and goes, is that a shuriken?
Can I use... what do you think I would use here? Academics or culture? Or occult? Or...
Culture or occult?
Culture, okay.
I
And
will
do you
say
think it's
culture
a
is the
religious
higher
thing?
difficulty. In a word, yes. It is a religious thing.
So
I will
can I
say
use my
culture
specialty?
itself. Yes, you can use speciality. I will say culture itself is probably going to be a higher difficulty.
Culture itself is going to be a higher difficulty, okay.
But yeah, you specifically can use one of those two.
I was having a thought looking at it going, this like a new recycling symbol?
Yeah, Jody just went, is that a shuriken?
And a specialty gives you enhancement or an extra die?
It would give you enhancement. You should be able to highlight a specialty in the boxes. So where it says specialty, it should be a drop-down menu.
Okay, yes. So don't use the enhancement here.
Would I be able to try to roll as well?
Yes, you may. Cardin,
Mm-hmm.
you'd like to. You may roll subterfuge. If that's something that you're interested in doing. You in particular.
So
Okay,
is it
so this isn't...
Can I really quick, I'm sorry, Ghost.
Mhm.
So you said occult, and is it something mental?
Yeah, so this would be a mental one. You're trying to recall information.
And
yes.
would mystic rituals help with this at all?
I'm going to say yes. I will say yes in this particular instance.
All right.
So I'm gonna use subterfuge cunning, and can I activate conspiracy seeker?
You don't have enough information on this yet to use conspiracy seeker.
Okay, I will accept this.
Okay.
I got 6 successes.
Nice. They've got
Okay.
3, and let's see what Garden gets.
This isn't profiling, so I'm not gonna bother with that. All right.
I'll give it to you for profiling in this case.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Not bad.
Wow, nice.
With 3 successes, it is a symbol that you recognize, but it is not necessarily something that comes to mind with a name. With 6 successes... Actually, you know what? What I'm going to say is with 4 successes, you recognize, Cardin, you recognize this as a group of people that is very well organized and kind of, in a sense, a very... What's the word? A very carefully constructed criminal organization, for lack of a better term. And with 6 successes, you know that the Deicide Compact, as they are called, specifically hunts down Scions before their visitations.
Ooh.
So I'm going to write that on there for people's notes.
These guys are big nasty.
If that information gets shared, pale pretty boy Cass goes even paler than previously.
Whoa. Do you need, like, orange juice or something?
I should have run out. I threw it to
I
someone.
will be fine. This is bad.
You gotta go somewhere?
I don't think I need to be out here on the streets. I don't think. And he looks over at the others. I think none of you should be out on the streets. Would you mind if we go to my bookstore?
Gonna glance at the rapper and say, is there room for him?
Donovan, at hearing that and remembering the treat thing, starts wagging his tail aggressively, excitedly.
I guess you'll get your treats tonight. Liv, if that's your name, I believe I
Yes.
got it right.
Yes.
Good. If you wouldn't mind, the invitation is open to you as well.
Sure. I don't know past this point what kind of help that I'll be, but I'll be more than happy to join you.
1 second. Cardin's gonna close his eyes. Can I look through the perspective of the button?
Yeah, sure.
Can I see my mark?
Yes. It's... You realize as you kind of sit there and observe your mark for a little bit, as he's kind of sitting at the club, chatting with what appears to be some kind of co-worker, that the individual who might be there, who might have hired you, may not necessarily be happy to hear it, but the vibe that you're getting off of these people is not one of physical entanglement, mostly emotional, if anything.
Okay, yeah, I can make that work.
Okay.
And Cass is already sending a message to one of his contacts in the Friends that to go and research for the Deicide Compact, and that he's abandoning his mission for the Sirens. To go hole up in the Midnight Nook because he is scared for his life, pretty much.
Cardin is going to go ahead and text Brandine, just very quick and jambled, because that's how they communicate. Hey, put the word out. Anyone out on jobs right now, either get home or get to the hive. No one out on the streets. Vampires are out. Don't want to take chances. Explain later.
All right, I'll do what I can.
Jody will text the picture of the symbol to Leo with, like, vampire works for these guys, question mark?
Leo responds with, "Is that a shuriken?"
It just says, I don't know. I just said something about a deicide compact. Don't know what it is. Probably spelled wrong.
I don't think it is.
What the fuck is Deicide?
I don't know.
Jody's just like, I just said I don't know.
And then Jody will manifest a pack of chewing gum out of the pocket and just offer some to everyone.
Vega texts her dog walker, I won't need you tomorrow.
Cardin is also going to text a picture of the symbol to Brandine. Also, I need you to give me everything you can on this deicide compact.
Well, they sound like god killers by that fucking name, but I'll look into it. Alright. And then I take it you guys go to the Midnight Nook?
Andre would arrange to meet them there, obviously going to get rope. And before that, he would like to look back in the club once more for the kid.
You see Ronan at the club arguing vehemently with the wall of meat bouncers that are not letting him in.
Andre will just kind of slowly try to sneak up behind him as well as he can at his size.
Make a dexterity subterfuge check.
Oh
Don't worry,
yeah,
this is corrected.
+2.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
No.
We have momentum again.
We're almost to the end of the session. It's fine. As you approach this, the individual, as he's kind of like in the middle, it's like, "Come on, it's perfectly fine." And you see the bouncer like, "My guy, you pasted your picture on an ID that says that you'd be 52 years old. There's no like, come on." And like, he's about to open his mouth again. He kind of freezes as the shadow from the street lamp cascades over him in Andre's form.
Andre will just lean over, put a hand on his shoulder, just say only home.
Okay. And he sighs and begins heading that direction.
And he'll also nod his head in approval at the bouncers.
Yeah. They nod back. You're able to get the things that you need. And as our new fledgling Scions reach a point of mystery after dealing with a vampiric visitor and a denizen of sorts, we'll go ahead and end the session there for the evening. I have been the story guide, Alvarez. With me playing Jody, I've had Keistrith.
Hello, and goodbye.
Playing Vega, I've had Michinho.
And a dog.
And a dog. Playing Casimir, I've had Nether.
Have a good night.
Playing Carden, I've had Red Ghost.
So I've thought about this a lot, and Carden is definitely zesty flavored.
Fair enough. And playing Andre, I've had Robo Pirate.
That's me.
You guys have a good one. Well, bye now.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
And that was game. I am so excited. I was wondering if someone was going to pick that. Well done, Flood is on getting third. But that was the first episode of Midnight Storm, a Scion story. I am so happy to be playing this system again, and I am so happy to be playing a game run by Alvarez again. Yeah. So yeah, you've met the gang. Will this be a bi-weekly thing? That is the plan, but if anything like that changes, I will let you know. So yeah, you've met the gang, you've met Jody, Vega, Casimir, Carden, and Andre, and I am very excited to see what is going to come next, because Casimir, or Kaz, is just a bundle of nerves right now. He has some knowledge of this world, and it terrifies him. But with that said, I think we should find someone to raid out into. Let's see. There is a Celeste Fox, who is playing Baldur's Gate 3. Which I believe half of Twitch is playing at the moment. So let's see. I will say, because this is about this is Baldur's Gate, and I know people are excited to play this, you may see some spoilers. So with that said, let's go in and raid Celeste Fox 13. Friend of the stream and friend of the community. With that said, I have been Nether, I am Nether, and I will be Nether for at least a while. Bead time. Stum, I think you've got some beads, so I'm not surprised that Flutus says that. You did, yeah, they look very sparkly, and I would love to see the knitwork and stuff that you make for it. So, with that said, I might not stream tomorrow, depending on how I feel, because this has been a busy week. But with all that said, have a lovely time. Bye-bye!